Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here in the lovely world of raccoons with me, Vanillaraccoon. Heyo! And as the title of this video states, we're saying farewell, at least for now, to this lovely world. And I just realized that torch is fairly close to my trousers, so let's go ahead and take a step back. I wanted to start off this LP standing in the spawn point where I had spawned in at. I mean, if you download this world and you spawn in, you may like spawn within this general area, but that at least where that torch is at is where I spawned in. So I figured since we're going to be saying farewell, at least for now, to this lovely world, we would go ahead and do a bit of a road tour. And so this is something that I had placed down in the ground sometime after I was fairly settled in this world. And what it is it's just a typical starter kit that you may find with it whenever you load up a single player world, but you have that bonus chest feature turned on. And why there's only 3 torches and not 4, I don't know. Ooh, I even wrote a book. I think I did this when my first world download went up for you all. So welcome to the lovely world of raccoons. This is our world to explore and build whatever our heart desires. Thank you ever so much for your support. Enjoy. Fairly simple and a little nostalgic, shall we say, but let's just go ahead and re-enter theater mode. And so this is a bridge that I decided to build because originally there was nothing here. It was, you would have to run down the hillside here and then swim across this little river, and then you would have to then begin to climb up a mountain. And if you were wearing armor, like if you were to, you know, stock up on some armor and weapons and such and go into the spruce forest is what I'm going to call this then you may not want to climb up a mountain after whilst returning having wet and cold armor. And it looks like it's getting to be day, so what I am going to do is I'm actually going to open this up, turn on the cheat and start a land world, and we're going to do time set 0. I'm peeking over at my second monitor so I don't hit any of my hotkeys because I forget what they are or which key does what if I have a hotkey. So that's what the story for this bridge is. And hello there, little squid. Now, as I can tell right here, I don't think it's fully completed because the bridge itself, I think I wanted to create arches that were just above the water. I wanted to come back and tear up some of this pattern that we have going on. It's a nice little stone diversity. It's a nice pattern that's composed of a diversity of stone. But right here is a little underground passageway that leads from the tunnel, and the idea was like you could go through here, and I think I was gonna set up some type of a little camping area, so in the event that you weren't able to make it back home and it was night, you would be able to sleep the night there and then continue on your way back home. And then we have a nice spiral staircase, and then you just have a gradual walkway that goes down that's composed of I guess a mixture of spruce planks and spruce slabs. But then once you made your way, actually no, I think it's once you made it here, just behind the tree that you see right before us, you would be able to see something off in the distance. That was to spark the player's curiosity. And then once you come down here, it's like, whoa, that is a castle. And then we have right here my very first build in this lovely world, and that is my signature starter home, which I did a Minecraft Let's Build video of recently. So through the power of YouTube cards, one shall be appearing at the top right corner of your screen now. And it will take you to that video. A little self-promotion right there. But we have a nice little wolf here, and if you aren't able to guess the wolf's name, then here you go. It's Phoenix. We got the pretty princess in the world with us. And yeah, why do I not have any sounds? Hold up here. Is it just me? Hold on. Let me check my second monitor here, peeps. Something is not working here. Hold on. Everything seems to be working. So why we have no sound, I don't know. Okay, so I'm just going to carry on. So then right over here, we have this little monument to Reuben, or better known as Ruben from Minecraft Story Mode. At the time, I was watching False Symmetry do her Let's Play, I guess you could call it, series of that game, and when she was on the last phase of that video of that game, that's when Reuben had died, and I thought to myself, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna build something in honor of Reuben, even though I never played Minecraft Story Mode, nor do I have any intentions of doing so. But then this right here is Fort Argos, and this, well, Argos is is a Greek character. Well, is a character from Greek mythology, and is said to be one hell of a hound to Odysseus. No, he's someone's dog that he's a canine companion to some Greek figure in mythology, to some figure in Greek mythology. Yeah, it's a little early as I record this video, so I'm doing my best to not stumble over my words. But is it just me, or did that... Oh, okay. I was about to say, is it just me, or did that door just randomly prop open? What are you? Oh, you're a leather worker. Well, I have one single piece of leather, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to trade with him. But, oh, okay. There we go. So, this is actually gonna... this brings me to my next thing I wanted to actually talk about. So, here on this channel, I have... I have a Minecraft Let's Build video that is... the build itself, I could have done better, and I did try to do better in later Minecraft Let's Build videos and other variations of that genre of Minecraft videos. But this is where the build came from. This is something that I had done, I think, in one of my early World of Raccoons Let's Play videos, and then I thought, you know what, I'll do a Let's Build video of it. Or maybe it was the other way around, and I did a Minecraft Let's Build video of it, and then I built it here. But this to date, upon the recording of this video, is my most viewed Minecraft Let's Build video. Well, this structure is of said video, and a lot of people lately have been commenting saying it's ugly, it's horrible, and such. But let's move on, shall we? So this is a cathedral, and this I had built. I think I built this back in sometime. I don't remember when. I know it was in the previous year, 2016, and this is something I'm actually fairly proud of, because to me, at least, I was trying to go for a gothic look, and let's just go ahead and ignore that little hiccup right there. Although it looks like a piggy wig, now that I think about it. We could say this is a statue of a piggy wig. Oh, see, that's the thing about this game, where you could look at something, one person could see one thing, and another person could see another. There's no roof here. What? Why is that? Okay, I'm just gonna leave that as it is. But anyways, the reason why I'm really happy with how this turned out is because, like I said, I was going for a Gothic architecture. I was building along the Gothic architecture, and this is pretty damn close to what I had envisioned. It's like it was one of the first builds that I was able to take from my head and just bring it into virtual reality. And then we have right here some bushes, and just to get some lighting going, we have one piece of glowstone beneath it. And then even like the window designs and such, I just like how this looks. And we have an ender chest right there, but let's just go ahead and take a look inside. And as you can tell, we see at the back window something that if you squint your eyes and you click your toe, well, you crack your knuckles and you break a toe, you may be able to see what looks like a creeper face in the windows. And that's kind of why we also have the surrounding windows to be red and green. But even the pews and the main room and such. Oh, I forgot I even placed the chandelier. That's so cool. But anyways, I was trying to go for a minimal approach, and by that I mean, like, I didn't want to over detail this place. I didn't want to do too much within a large room, because when I was thinking of a cathedral, I think I kept referencing the one of the cathedrals that you would find in Assassin's Creed Unity. Yeah, because that's the one that has Arno in it. And so that was sort of my inspiration for this cathedral, and you'll see if you've played the game, you may be able to see some of that, because on the second floor you then had a balcony that led up more so like this to a little secret area. And in the game, I think there was like some type of secret treasure that was one of those, like, you gotta go around looking forward type of things. Easter eggs, that's what it's called. But then you just up top here, you have a nice view of the village, even though there really are not that many structures. And overall, I think this is one of my most favorited. This is one of my most favorite structures that I could have ever built, because it's just so, to me at least, it looks realistic, but it's also, again, something that I had envisioned and I was able to successfully bring it into virtual reality. Now, I know you guys saw this at some point, this ugly little thing, and what is this, you may be asking? Well, I really don't know. I think even in the video or the live stream that I was making this during, that I was building this during, I think I even said once or twice that I don't even know what this is really supposed to be, but I just left it. And then we have a custom tree. I'm not happy with this. I can honestly say I'm not happy. At the time, I may have been, but now I'm not. I think I was trying to go for a giant weeping willow tree. As I continue to look at this and the memories are coming back, I think I was going for something like the big giant tree that was behind Hogwarts in Harry Potter. But then we have the alchemy tower, and this is where I was basically going to be brewing my potions. Let's go ahead and double tap the spacebar so we can fly up quickly. And yeah, so we have our brewing station right up here, and then at the very tippy top of this tower is where I would go ahead and do my enchanting. And the reason why I have torches down right there is because at the time I wasn't sure, I wasn't too educated on enchanting in Minecraft, even though I was playing this game for like 4 or 5 years at that point. And I was really trying to get a bow that had infinity on it. And at the time when I was streaming here on YouTube, some people would say, oh, place down the torches in front of the books and it'll block their effect on the enchantment table, so it'll help you get infinity. And I was like, okay. And one day I was like, boom, got infinity on my bow, and I was so happy about that. So this is a fishing hut, obviously, and I think the idea is I was trying to like just do some role playing for that one particular LP where I said, suppose in this world the kingdom is being overthrown by the hostile mobs of the night, which it is getting to be now, and we need a safe place to go. Well, at least in my opinion, back then, and probably still if I had to really sit down and talk about it with you all, but in my opinion, at least, getting out into the middle of the water would probably be a good place to go during a zombie apocalypse. But then again, with Fear the Walking Dead in season 2 that went on during 2016, I don't know how much of a hot idea that would be. I mean, look how it turned out for all those people. So then we have this little wheat field, and oh, yeah. Because a majority of my subscribers at the time came from the Buddies Craft raid, I was going through this phase where I was like, I want to show my gratitude to Nobody's LP, and he said like, hey, don't just thank me. This amazing guy named Tree Root, who's good at Rocket League, he's the one who found you, so you should also thank him. So I was like, all right. And then I built the root of a tree's garden, and I did my best to try and do this, create something that would resemble something that he had done over on the Colony Craft SMP, which is no longer a thing. But right over here, we have just another field, another project area that really, I had ideas for it, but I never followed through with them. At this point, I was starting to feel drained from building within a medieval kingdom, and I was ready to move on to the next thing. So I decided, you know what, we're just going to come back here when we can, and that'll be that. But at least, you know, we have this nice open area, so if any of these moo were to escape that semi-enclosed pasture, then they would be able to roam around here. So a lot of this stuff is a lot of this stuff was built during streams here on YouTube back when I did that. Right over here, we have a few houses that I had built for those who supported me on Patreon at the time. But considering that they came and went, I just left the structures, but I kind of took their names off the signs. This is a little horse area, so we could have some horses just, you know, sitting around. I'm trying not to move around so much because I know some people may watch these LPs and they may see something that I build and they may like pause the video to see if they can try and recreate it themselves. So I don't want to like move around so rigidly along with shaking of the camera, so to speak. But let's just go ahead and just take, oh yeah. So this is my pet cemetery. Well, no, I shouldn't say this is my pet cemetery. This is Katie's pet cemetery. And then this is Katie's house where she would live at. So then when she's done burying any past animals, then she would be able to, you know, put her head to rest. But this was supposed to be an area where, you know, obviously, as it states, any of my wolves, or actually, I don't think I ever found an ocelot. I had asked people who downloaded the raw downloads to help me find a jungle so I could get an ocelot, but they never did. Anyway, so this is where one of my first tamed wolves, who unfortunately passed away, was buried at, and as you can tell with the sign, it's supposed to be a tombstone. Peace remains still, attack puppy. And I think that's really going to do it for this section of the lovely world of raccoons that I want to do a real tour of. Actually, no. Right over here, we have Sebastian's jousting arena. Sebastian is fellow DV mates Pixel Rift's late cat, although, oh, I know. Why does that say Sebastian's pig arena? Oh, yeah, because the idea was I was going to let this, even though this was going to be a jousting arena, players would ride pigs instead of horses. So that's why it says pig there. But this was a jousting arena that I was going to dedicate to the late Sebastian, again, Pixel Rift's cat, who had unfortunately passed away last year. But this, now I know you guys have seen this, and I wanted to say the best for last at least, but this is a castle that I had built, and for the most part, I'm really happy with how it looks. I mean, it's a little noisy, I suppose. Actually, let's go on the inside, because the walls on the inside are the same as the outside. So, I'm really happy with how this castle came out. It's really, I think this was one of my first actual serious builds that I did, and I went back and forth with how I wanted the noisy design to look. But all in all, like I said, I'm happy. I mean, the mixture of the cobblestone, the stone bricks, the cobblestone walls, the stone slabs, it's just, in my opinion, it's a great way to show off what variation in builds can do and such. And then let alone having the cobblestone walls beneath these stone brick blocks that are just beneath these spruce wooden fence posts, it just shows how much depth can add to a build. I have trouble saying that word for some reason. But this is what the castle looks like, and let me just go ahead and on top of this tree here, because I want to give you all a nice view of it, as much as I can, of every aspect of the castle. And then this right here is just, it's nice. I really like this, and I think at the time, I was building this with the B-Dubs resource pack, but since I'm now using the A Little Taste of Germ resource pack, some blocks are fairly similar to that in the first said resource pack, but overall, though, this resource pack, A Little Taste of Germ, really does add to this build and all the other builds in this lovely world as well. And I think before we conclude this Road to Raccoons LP, I'm actually going to be doing this road tour in separate videos. So, and I'm not going to drop them all back like one day after another. I'm going to spread them out throughout the next week or maybe week and a half. So this is going to be like this may be a 2-part, 3-part season finale. I'm not going to say series because, again, this is just for now. We're saying goodbye to the lovely Road of Raccoons. And, yeah, but I left the inside of this castle unfurnished simply because when this road download went out, I wanted you guys, the viewers, to go crazy with getting your build on. I wanted to see what you guys had to offer. And yeah, so that's gonna do it for part 1 of this season finale, you guys. Thank you all ever so much for tuning in. Be sure to if you're new to the channel or you're just passing by, be sure to subscribe and also slap the bell to me, so that way then you'll be notified as to when any and all future YouTube videos go out, because YouTube is weird like that nowadays, where if you subscribe to someone, you will not get notifications on your mobile device or on your computer or whatever you watch YouTube on. You won't be notified as to when that person uploads a video, which you would think YouTube would have it do that by default. But no, you have to go a little extra farther with some work to ensure you see your the people you subscribe to, you see more of their content. But if you like what you see, then please give that like button a hug and subscribe for the latest buzz. And if you had a blast with a good laugh, then make sure you favorite this video and share with a friend or two. But until next time, peeps, this is Vanillaraccoon. Peace out.